Hello everyone and welcome back to another edition of West Ham Fan TV's post-match pint show. The only post-match pint forward show on the internet. I'm joined by my regulars, Graham, the host of West Ham Fan TV's On The Social. And I'm joined by, he's on my right but to you he's on the left. What's your name? Scott. I love you, Scott.
I love you too.
I'm joined by Scott and we are joined today by... Everyone knows him. Hammer and Talk, Jay. How you doing, mate?
Thank you. I'm fine, thank
Jay,
you.
I'll give you a little clap there.
I'm fine.
Jay, thank you so much for joining us, mate.
You're welcome. Anytime.
Right, we've just got back from the bowling pub. We didn't actually go to the game today due to the fixture change. We couldn't get there today, so we went down the bowling pub to watch it. Jay was there with us. Jay, 1-0 loss today.
Yeah.
Where should we start? Should we start starting lineup? Scott, you love the starting lineup. Go on, mate. I'll let you do that.
No, same as the last game, apart from Kiati dropped out of the squad. Must have picked up a knock.
Yeah, it must be a knock, mustn't it?
Yeah, Moses coming in out wide. I think that was the only change that we had. Which, to be fair, at the minute the team picks itself, doesn't it?
But yeah. You'd said earlier in the week though about you should have kept it the same as the Villa game.
Yeah, you're not going to change it.
Andy Carroll and Emenike on the bench. Strong bench.
Yeah.
Strongest bench we've had for a while.
Yeah.
Byram, Emenike, Obiang, Carroll.
I was very happy with the starting lineup.
Yeah.
When it came up, I was very, very satisfied.
Yeah, I think what we had.
The game.
I mean, if Kyoto would have been fit, then it would have. Moses probably wouldn't have started.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it would have stayed the same when it was against Villa.
So yeah, I mean, let's start from the beginning then. I mean, there weren't really much to talk about in the beginning, but they scored an early goal, didn't they? 9 minutes.
They controlled the game from kick-off, really.
Yeah.
You know, first real threat that they had from the corner. We cleared it out to the left, to our left.
To their right.
Yeah,
To their right.
Yeah,
to their right. You know, didn't really get it clear with enough conviction. They played the ball inside. Valencia tried to make a tackle.
The thing is, Valencia there, he's got to slide for it. He's pulled out, isn't
No
he?
commitment.
No, I think if he commits, just he's kicking it out.
I think
for
he
a
was
corner.
more worried about getting his coloured boots dirty, to be honest.
I think he was more thinking about giving away a penalty.
Nah, if he'd have slid in there, he'd have won that ball.
Yeah.
Won that ball fair and square.
Yeah.
Agreed.
He's not going to give a penalty away there. He's pulled out. And
But he's never been one of them, right, has he?
No.
He's never been one of them that goes all in. You know.
And to be fair as well, Dimitri Payet as well in that build-up. As well, he was poor at the marking now.
Yeah.
He was the one who was marking. Is it Mane?
Yeah.
And he just drifted off him and switched off, and then that's when Mane's come in. You know, obviously, I think Valencia's ended up kicking it to Yoshida, but it's Mane, the player, who's you got to go with your runners. You can't defend the corner and not follow your runners.
No, you can't
switch off. And for me, it's the only downside about Payet, but he's not in the side to do that. And this is where we keep getting caught out, and we're going to keep getting caught out.
I mean, everyone was saying he's got to play central, he's got to play behind the forward. Do you think he worked today? Because I kept seeing him go out on the wings.
Yeah.
He wasn't staying central.
He was staying out as well.
He's got to play central. He's got to play.
Of course,
it's not central. He's got to play the free role.
He's a playmaker.
Yeah. So the key of a player playing a free role, he can be anywhere on the pitch, but you've got to give him the ball. And one, we don't do that enough. And two, to play that, you can't have Valencia up top. Wrong type of striker to play with that role.
Yeah.
And you can't defend the corner with 11 men. I don't understand why we're still doing it.
We couldn't have defended that corner with 22 men in that box today.
But they're little things we've got to stop doing, in my mind. You know, we start the season, we were playing on a counter-attack. With the injuries we've had, we can't play on a counter-attack because we haven't got the players. And I think Payet's missing Lanzini.
Yeah, I think we're all missing Lanzini.
Yeah. When is he next week? He's back, isn't he?
He might be on the bench for Norwich, I've heard.
I mean, the thing that's annoying, it just seems to have crept in a little bit. Start slowly. Last
Every game.
4 or 5 games, we started really slowly, and all right, we got away with it Tuesday, but we can't keep letting teams sort of come at us from the. I mean, away from home, you're going to expect it. They're at home, they're going to come at you.
Yeah.
But I don't know, we just got to be more switched on from the
Yeah, we're better than that.
whistle.
We're better than that. We've won a lot of games this year with solid defending.
Yeah.
And today, I mean Valencia. I'll watch it back tonight on Match of the Day, and no matter how many times I see it, he should have slid. If he slid that, that's going out for a corner. He ain't going to give a penalty away there. No way. No way. He was too close to it to give
He
a
was
penalty
favourite
away.
for that ball.
Yeah.
Of course he
If he
was,
went for that, he was favourite.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, best way. That's it.
Yeah.
He was favourite.
He's pulled out, isn't he? He's pulled out, and it's cost us. It's cost us big. It's cost us 3 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. We're sounding a bit negative because realistically, after that goal, we had we had the majority of the possession.
We had a few chances. I mean, one I can remember, Winston Reed's header. Great save from Forster.
Full stop.
Forster,
sorry.
yeah. He's
You'll
on
get used to
fire.
that. He makes up names.
He's getting all his words mixed up.
Yeah, it was.
Was it Julian Lescott? Was it?
Julian Lescott, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You went, Jolien.
Julian. But yeah, no, I mean, I can't really remember any more.
To be honest, when you look back at it, you had their goal. I think Adrian, before their goal, again I'm sure it was from a corner. Adrian pulled off a great save.
Yeah,
Again, when
he
we
did.
failed to clear.
From a header, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Was it Shane Long? I think. I think it was Shane Long. I can't remember.
And they said it, but they didn't look dangerous after that. No. But we just didn't.
But nor did we.
No, we didn't seem to do anything
Seemed
with
like
the ball.
we didn't want to chase the ball. We weren't moving off of the ball.
No.
Now, when we had the ball in possession, there was no one making runs.
No.
There was nobody going for it. It's like we was happily just sitting, conceding that goal and just sitting on that, like 1-0 losing at half time. They just did not want to push.
No, that's it. No, you're right. And one of the things for me, I think not having Chiati today.
Big loss today. Big
Because
loss.
he does do that, doesn't he?
I think Noble played well today in midfield.
He did.
Yeah.
I think he played well.
To be fair, I don't think Song had that bad a game either.
No.
The two of them in there worked. I thought
got
they
on the
worked
ball
quite
quite a
well.
lot,
Yeah.
didn't they?
One thing I'd say about Dimitri Payet today, especially in that first half, he was trying so many through balls, wasn't he, that just weren't coming off,
Yeah, it was that.
and he kept getting dragged out all the time.
Trying to play that. Like,
But then that's him.
$1 million
I
pass,
suppose
isn't it?
that's him trying to find space.
Yeah, yeah. But that's what I said. If you're playing him in that role, that's what he needs to do. If he ain't getting the ball there, he goes out left, goes out right, he drops deeper.
But where do we draw the line with Payet? Because let's be honest, out of our whole entire squad, if anyone can pull off anything world class, it's that guy.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
But that's it. That's why you've got to build. You've got to put him in your side, and you build the team around him.
Yeah.
But to build the team around him, you've got to put workers in there as well.
Yeah.
You can't have too many luxuries. It's like you look at Arsenal when they've got Ozil and Cazorla. Players like that, they're luxury players. You can't have too many luxury players. If you ain't got the workers in there,
No,
you
if you
get
ain't
caught
got like
out.
the Flammy working hard or whoever.
Well, that's why I've said all season about, like, people say, "Oh, drop Noble." You can't drop Noble because he is your engine, and he's the one that does that.
He does put in. He does.
As much as we want all the Obiang's, Nobles, Obiang's, Kyoto, Song, and all that together, you can't always have that.
No.
You can't always have that.
Things like you were saying that Payet was trying, that's why he's in the team. To try those.
Yeah.
To
Yeah,
try
but
those.
listen,
if it don't come,
if
this week
Payet's
it
on
didn't
that
come off.
pitch, you're going to get a chance.
Listen, he can play shit for 89 minutes, and for that 1 minute do something magical that'll win you the game.
Yeah, and he'd be the headlines.
Yeah, and
just through that minute.
that is the reason he gets in the side.
Be like my
Just
sex
that
life.
didn't
That.
come off.
Leave it out.
But what you heard?
I've lost my fucking train.
But no, I mean, it
So when he points down the bowling.
just happened this week. It didn't happen. For him. Next week, like against Liverpool.
But then again, you said earlier, and we all agree, like, he wasn't up to his best against Villa either, was he?
No, he was off.
He's had a poor couple of games, but listen, we'll excuse Dimitri Payet because
I've
he's
seen
got the freedom of the
Dimitri
bowling.
Payet.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Thing is, as well, I think teams that they're targeting him there.
Yeah, the thing is, this is what I said. They put 2 men on him. They done it up at Newcastle. They done it the other night against Villa as well. They put 2 men on him. But the thing is, when Liverpool done that, we had Lanzini there, and Lanzini was free to. And look, he tore Liverpool apart.
Yeah.
He's
We
missing
need
Lanzini.
him. Yeah.
And the thing is, like, he will have bad games. He can't play to his best ability every game. But you know, if he's on that pitch,
He's
things
had,
are going to happen.
he's
Anything
had
can
two
happen,
quiet games. Right, we won one of them 2-0, and we lost today 1-0. You know, today could have been easily a draw.
Yeah, I think we was well worthy of a point today.
Yeah.
I mean, let's finish up the first half. Any other chances you remember? lucky to go in 1-0 down, would you say? Could have been 2.
No, I think.
Could have.
No, I'd say bar the same.
Yeah.
Adrian, mate. There
Yeah.
was
I mean, Reed had a couple of headers, didn't he?
Reed
Yeah,
won
he
a
did.
lot.
Reed had a couple of headers. He had another chance as well that got blocked on the edge of the box, and we thought he was. He looked like he was going to stay down, but being Winnie Reed, he got up, didn't he?
Got up, carried on. But that's it.
got hard salad to make.
Our corners are so hit and miss as well.
Huh?
Our corners so hit and miss.
Yeah, they're never consistent.
That's the only thing with Dimitri Payet as well. He's a world-class player, but I don't understand why he can't clear a.
He struggles. He done it against Villa. His corners against Villa were superb.
Yeah.
But in the first one today, straight man at the front post.
Maybe he's been told aim for the front stick.
Yeah.
You don't know.
The thing is, if you're going to do that, you got to do what Arsenal did.
You got to put Big Ginger on the front post,
That's
didn't
it.
you? Someone to flick it on.
You go back to when Keown and Adams were playing for Arsenal. Most of their corners coming at
Oh,
the
you
front
sound like
post.
him
and
now.
Keown was flicking it on, and it caused problems. You know, we need to do that. We need to put one of the big guys.
Yeah.
We've got.
But
we've
then
got
again-
threats in the air.
Put it straight in the centre where you've got 3 of the big boys in there.
Whip it in.
Don't know.
Penalty spot.
That's it.
It's a strange one, isn't it? It's a strange one. Why he's so inconsistent with the corners?
We've got some big bodies in that.
Yeah, we have.
To
We've got-
go forward.
Yeah.
Big
Tompkins,
bodies, especially when Coyote plays.
Collins,
as well.
Reed. Even when you look at when we've got Chet Quixote on the pitch, he's not small, is he?
Valencia gets up well as well.
Valencia.
He's got spring on him.
Yeah.
Sacco when he's playing. Carroll when he's playing.
They're really good in the air.
Yeah. And we just, for some reason, even last season, really, we didn't exploit it that much, apart from Carroll.
No.
Yeah.
You know, how many? Normally, you're getting at least 4 or 5, maybe more goals from defence with your centre halves. I'm struggling to think when the last time a centre half scored. Someone's going to put me right, I'm sure, towards before the next
I
show.
only remember stats from 30 years ago.
Grand member was Alvin Martin by hat-trick against Newcastle.
He did. Against 3 different keepers, I might add.
Yeah, you know, that's somewhere I think we're lacking a bit. We
I'm going to go on a
goals from
punt.
set pieces.
I'm going to go on a punt, and I'm going to say it's probably back in the Europa, back that long ago.
I'm sure one of them has scored in the, I can't think.
Since
but-
Europa.
No, it's
Maybe
in the
scored.
league. I'm sure we scored in the league.
Jenkinson scored,
Yeah.
Yeah, Creswell
Creswell
scored.
scored.
Yeah.
but I don't think
On the centre back.
one of the centre backs has scored from an header.
Oh well, that's an whole new show. Alright, let's sum up this first half then. Like we could have done.
I was happy going in at 1-0.
Yeah, I think
Definitely.
we could have nicked an equaliser in that first half.
Yeah, you know, we
I mean, we controlled it after that goal. We controlled it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But as
And
we
then-
know, we're a second half team.
Yeah.
That's it. Again, I think we didn't move the ball quick enough.
Not today, we wasn't. Right, second half. Same
Come out.
team.
Yeah,
No subs.
weren't much difference really.
No. I mean,
Well, we don't know what they've said at half time. We
yeah.
don't know
I mean,
what's going
Village has
on.
obviously probably given them a kick up
Yeah.
the arse. They needed it.
Probably changed tactic.
But then, well, big talking point of that second half, the first bit was the sending off. I mean, I looked at it, to be honest, I didn't think it was a sending off.
It didn't look malicious.
Nah.
It was clumsy.
No, it didn't.
It was
Clumsy and late.
Yeah, it was late, but to me, it wasn't a straight red. I think. But then again, he was doing that all game. So,
When you look back at look at the tackle that put Payet out, right, and that was a booking.
well, let's be honest, we was all sitting there,
swear
and
that-
Payet
No,
looks
that
like.
wasn't a
I
booking.
didn't think he got booked.
No, he didn't get booked.
Wasn't a booking.
And that was
No.
Clattenburg again, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Right, and then look at that, and he sent
There
the
was
player
no
off.
foul. It wasn't even a foul.
Yeah,
It was
no.
You know,
nothing.
and that's the inconsistency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you're giving that,
you're dealing
which was
with.
late and clumsy.
I mean,
and
and
the
it-
Everton one
It was
was
malicious.
late and
Yeah,
vicious.
that
you
He's a
know.
good player, isn't he, that Wayama? And
Yeah.
we sort of kept him quiet today, but yeah, we was all panicking, weren't we, when we said, I mean, Jay walked out the pub, that's how.
I needed a wee.
He walked out, he thought, oh no, me
Again.
Payet's down. No, we all did, because we know what happened against Everton.
Yeah.
And,
He said he went
and
down. And that was
the way he was holding his ankle, I just thought to myself, oh, please,
Yeah.
no.
It gets you worried, doesn't it?
Please,
Straight
no.
away.
But
Yeah.
Because you're thinking straight away
Yeah,
when he was
we-
injured.
we see him sit up, and then
Yeah, he was all right.
he was all right, wasn't he? So.
I even know when Jay come back, he went, oh no, he's been stretching.
Yeah, we told
won't
Jay
tell
we
you
went
what
off
he
with
called
gas
us.
and air.
I won't tell you what Jay called us in the pub.
But yeah, I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't think it was a red.
no.
Harsh.
No,
If that had been a
yeah.
West Ham player, I'd have been very upset.
Look, we've seen him.
But
give
being a
it-
Southampton player, I'm glad he got a red.
Yeah, we didn't care.
Yeah.
One thing we missed from the first half, The penalty shout.
Didn't he do this last time?
He did.
We started the second half and then he remembered saying, "Come, let's go back to the first half."
Earlier.
Right, what happened in the first half, Scott?
The Yoshida tackle on Valencia. Valencia's gone through.
Oh yeah, the penalty. Yeah, that was a big sort of point. It was a penalty, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah,
he's contact.
He's touched him from behind, but then I think what made it, I think Valencia's kicked his own foot, and that's what the referee might have seen.
After he's done.
The referee's probably thought he's tripped himself, but
the linesman's there. The linesman's in the
linesmen are a waste of time. They don't do nothing.
It's a soft penalty. Right, don't be wrong, it's a soft penalty.
But it's a penalty.
There was contact.
Like you said in the pub, the letter of the law. He got his own rule book out. He went to Scott the FA. He pulls the telly. Page 304 of the FA rule says that any contact within the box.
But it is a soft penalty, but it's a penalty.
Right.
In my mind.
No, definitely. Right, let's go back to the second half now.
Yeah,
right, we've talked about the sending off.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you sure you finished the first half now?
Yeah, I can't remember anything else.
Right. Ray, you got anything from the first half?
No, I think that's
Jay,
it.
anything?
Mate,
no?
I've got nothing.
No?
I'm ready for the second half.
We're in the second half. We've done the sending off now. Oh, hang on, in the warm-up before the game. Right, we're in the second half, right? Red card. Right, from then, we controlled the whole second half, didn't we?
Yeah.
I mean, looking at the stats, we had 66% possession. We had 18 shots, 2 on target.
Poor, isn't it?
That's bad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Poor.
So the thing was annoying me. We was getting the ball wide a lot, getting into good positions.
Yeah.
It was either like a little floaty cross, or we would
That's what really egged me today. That's what really pissed me off was the way they was launching it in that box. They were floating it in instead of whipping it in. They was floating it in. Especially Song, he done that a few times. There was who was it? It was Song. He had a chance to pull the trigger and have a go.
Cross.
And then he took it back, took himself on,
wide.
and then he
Yeah.
He done it 2 or 3 times. One he went wide, another one he sort of tried to float across over to the other side and totally kicked it off for a goal kick.
But let me just try to be devil's advocate, right? 10 points for telling me the last time Alex Song scored a screamer.
Well, the last time was against Arsenal, but it was given offside. So
the last time he scored.
You've got to have a go, ain't you? You get that yard of space. You've got to.
He scored for West Ham, has he?
No, but you've got to read that shot.
You
could cannon off a defender and fly in the top corner.
So
if you don't shoot, you don't score.
So technically, I've scored more goals at the bowling than what Alex Song has. So I'm putting that on me. I've started more games at the bowling than Kieran Dyer. I've scored more goals than Alex Song. I ain't on 50 grand a week.
Maybe you should be.
No, I don't want the money, Gray. I'll just play for it because I'm a passionate fan. I don't need the mansions in Epping and all that bollocks.
Who wants all that? Material, isn't it?
I just want the pink settee like Carol.
But it is zebra wallpaper.
But even, you look at the game as a whole, apart from that last 15-20 minutes, when we're putting crosses into the box, there's only there's one player in the box.
Yeah.
We're not, the players ain't getting forward enough. I think even Antonio, there's times, I'm sure there was a cross went in and Antonio could have been...
He was quiet.
Yeah, let's talk about Antonio. Let's talk about Antonio a bit. He was quiet today. It wasn't his best game, was it? But
he's got to have a day off.
Yeah, he's been playing well lately, but I think Southampton have done their own work on our players today.
Yeah.
You say that, right?
I just did.
No. But do you not think that the players had one eye on Tuesday?
Going by team selection, I don't know.
I think if you them boys were thinking
team
about
selection was so strong.
I know what you mean now, but we had a good enough team to win that game.
Yeah, we did.
And we did. That was apart from Czech Kyoto, that's probably our strongest team.
Yeah.
Now. Not including Sacco and Lanzini, but available, yeah.
But saying all this, I've got to say though, you've got to give credit to Southampton, they did defend well.
The organisation.
Yeah, they did. And listen, we all know it's hard to play against 10 men. It's hard because then players drop back and then you're trying to break them down. It's tough to do.
But they were organised at the back,
Yeah, they was.
Yeah, they did defend well.
They were sniffing at everything. Payet didn't get nothing.
No.
He was nowhere.
They were organised.
And to keep him quiet, you've done your own work.
Yeah, and the thing is, look at their form in the last, I think, 5 games. They're
They won the last 4, innit? They won 4.
Won 3 and
they drew
1.
nil
Yeah,
with
1-3, drew
Arsenal.
1.
Yeah. which
Great result.
yeah, you know, you're getting any points against Arsenal at the minute's a good result. And keep
Not
the
many
clean
teams
sheet.
win at the Emirates.
No, definitely not. And keep the clean sheet at the Emirates, you know.
West Ham.
We'll chuck that in. Chuck that in.
Yeah.
But you know, it's they they did defend well. It's good to see Carroll coming back.
Yeah, I was just about to talk about Carroll coming on. I mean, he didn't really. He was trying, wasn't he? He had a couple of swings at the ball, but it was just the balls that were coming into him.
Yeah,
They
they needs
weren't-
to get
yeah.
sharpness.
There's a few like
needs to
sort
get
of
sharp.
behind it. Like went
You can't
behind
hang
it,
him in the air for Carroll. He
No, he
wants
needs
some
to be
whip
onto
so
it.
he can.
The thing is, we said this last season, right? The crosses that were going in last season and the crosses that have gone in this season, right, have all been when Carroll's not on the pitch.
Yeah.
You know, like last season, the balls we were whipping in left and right last season, you know, from Jenkins and Creswell, they interviewed Carroll. I bet
Got
you
any
can't-
sunglasses? Dan's just moved the light. I'm like,
right in me eye.
there you wake up in the morning, you look out your hotel window. Jesus Christ.
But like, you know, they interviewed Carroll. Yeah, but you can't wait to get on the end of some of them crosses, and he's like, yeah, you know, the boys are really. And then it goes back to like having Jarvis and fucking Dan.
But he took Carroll off for
Yeah.
Antonio, didn't he?
There wasn't whipping though.
Antonio off for Carroll.
Yeah, that's yeah. So he's taking someone that can cross a ball. And to be honest, he's good at throw-ons as well,
Yeah, his
which are
throw-ons
better
are
than
like a cross.
crosses.
Yeah.
And then he brings the big man on.
Yep.
I thought that was a weird one. I thought,
No, I'm going to read. No, it was Moses.
was it
Yeah.
Moses that
Sorry,
come off?
yeah, it was
Yeah.
Moses come off for it.
Was it right?
Sorry.
Moses,
Sorry.
same sort of player, though,
yeah,
isn't it?
Yeah.
Like for like.
Someone that can cross the ball.
But why is Antonio not taking all throw-ins that are
don't know.
attacking?
I don't know.
understand why
He
that is.
he had one today in the first half, and he could have launched it in there, but he took a short throw. Why not use it? I mean, I know everyone says about Stoke, but when Delap used to play for Stoke,
Yep.
Oh, the amount of goals.
The amount of goals
played
they
for
got.
Throw-ins.
Yeah, they did.
look
They
for
was bang on the
Crouch.
wings for
Crouch
that
either
throw.
header it in or flick it on to someone.
And to be fair, when go and look at our centre halves, you know, you go back to that, and you ain't got to have Andy Carroll on to do that. You can have Sacco, you can have Valencia, because they've both got that spring to head the ball. You know, and again, for me, if you're going to take that long throw and use one of the centre halves to flick it on, you don't want a player standing in and around the goalkeeper. We should be attacking it.
Yeah.
We don't do that enough in my mind.
No, that's true.
Keep going.
Did Tompkins went off? Didn't he look like he?
Yeah, that was sort of the
struggling?
same time as the.
He's gone through hell, hasn't he? This year, isn't he?
He's battled,
This
isn't
month,
he?
Yeah.
3.5 gone through it. Well, last
I
month.
don't know why he had that head thing on though.
I think it's
That's 'cause the stitches, isn't it?
in,
Yeah,
isn't he?
Yeah, they're still in for a while.
Did he? He didn't
But
have
he's
that on
gone through
Tuesday,
it.
did he?
He took it off.
Did
and
he?
then had to put it back on.
He's taking that off. Song's taking his glasses off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
no one's doing any work.
Yeah, that's a worry losing him.
What did? Because he was limping. Is it hamstring or something?
I don't know, but I reckon. He ain't
See,
gonna
I'm
be
not so
available
worried,
Tuesday.
Scott, because of that. I know obviously for Liverpool he's going to be cup tied,
Yeah.
but for future league.
And hopefully we've got
Yeah, but
Ogbonna to come back
that's,
as well.
That's the worrying
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
now. You know, I don't know what's the matter with Ogbonna, but he's not been on the bench for the past 2 games. So now we've lost Tompkins.
Has there been no reports on any knocks or anything?
I haven't heard nothing about Ogbonna.
I ain't.
So maybe it's in house. Maybe he's
Well,
done
he did say
something.
he weren't settling. You know, let's hope it's not more than that.
And
Let's hope
maybe
it
if
isn't
anyone knows, they can let us know
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, hopefully it isn't.
I ain't got a clue.
The worrying thing now is if he ain't fit, and Tompkins, to me, Tompkins going off. Tompkins is not playing Tuesday, so Joey O'Brien's coming in to play right back. Byram's cup tied, so you're just all we got is Oxford or Stephen.
As far as
Hendry.
I'm concerned, if O'Brien can put in the same performance as he did, you know, on his return,
Yeah.
When he
I'll be happy with that. That was just the-
I'm
That
not.
shot.
but
yeah.
you just never know.
Yeah,
You know,
and that's the thing.
you just don't know.
What's that?
It's got the flu.
Oh, Dan's done a bit of checking.
Is that what he's got?
Oh, Dan's looked it up. He's got the flu, so he should be
Who's
alright
that?
for
Who's got the
Tuesday.
flu?
Ogbonna.
Cheers, Dan.
Ogbonna's got the flu.
Ogbonna's got the flu. He's not
Cheers, Dan.
unsettled, Scott. He's got the flu.
No, I'm saying he
We all
can't.
want to. We all need a Lemsip once in a while.
See, Dan's the man. You see, you think you don't do nothing, he
So
does
hopefully
everything.
then,
He's our research man. Well done,
He's
Dan.
the information man.
Hopefully he'll be on the bench. which gives us a bit more cover. But at right back,
Yeah.
we're relying on Jay O'Brien, which Jay O'Brien coming against Liverpool done all right considering
Yeah.
his first
He did.
game in God
And
knows
to be
how long.
fair, I mean, Liverpool are not going to have their strongest team out, are they? He's already said he's going to field more kids and a load more kids, so it's going to be like a secondary school
but
versus
to
a
be honest-
nursery.
To be honest, he puts his first team out twice. We turn them over twice quite comfortably. He puts his reserves out.
And they give us
draw
a bit of
0-0.
a-
Well, they're bringing a lot. I mean,
Give us a bit of a worry.
we'll talk about Liverpool in a minute. Let's finish this game off. What MNEK come on?
MNEK come on for
He had a chance,
Antonio.
didn't he? Yeah, Antonio. Yeah,
He had a half a chance.
yeah, half a chance.
And then couldn't pass the ball backwards to the correct player and pass it to Southampton.
Yeah, he didn't.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was
That was a bit strange, that wasn't it?
Difficult
that was really
game,
obvious.
Because it went straight
Straight
wasn't
to
even
him.
like,
It wasn't close. It was direct. You're on the same colour jersey as me.
thing is, with being a new player at a club, you want to come on and make your debut at home, didn't you?
Yeah.
And rather than
Yeah.
away.
Agreed.
But yeah,
We ain't gonna-
I mean, we
I
can't
think he
judge him
I
on
don't
10
think
minutes.
Could really
Nah,
tell
nah.
much.
You know,
looks
to be
big and
honest,
strong.
yeah, he's big and strong. He got himself in the box, which is what you want from a striker in the first place. But I mean,
again-
we can't judge him.
Again, the
But,
service was shit.
yeah,
The service into the box was awful.
Yeah.
You know why we can't?
why?
You know why we can't judge him after 10 minutes? Because look what happened with Antonio.
Yeah.
You know, when he kept coming on the
What
late
happened
sub
to him?
for Man City when he was
Nah, it's
coming
true,
on late,
it's
you know,
true.
10 minutes to go. You can't judge
don't-
a
No,
player.
I mean, I like the look of him. I like a big, powerful. He
Yeah.
looks powerful, and he looks like he's got a bit of pace about him as well. So
Yeah.
He's like, so
Listen.
I was thinking he's a faster version of like like Yakubu where he's big and strong.
Yeah.
You know, he can just put his hand out and you're not getting that ball. You know.
Yeah.
That's what he comes across as.
You know, they've seen Saint Kieran to bring him in. I think he wasn't the first choice. I think they wanted that
Yilmaz. Yeah,
But when that fell through, they he was
That's
the
a settle.
second.
Yeah, that's a settle.
I mean, let's be fair. Like we said, we can't judge him after
no.
10, 15 minutes. So
Exactly.
listen,
Once he's played a couple of games.
we'll see him on Tuesday most probably against Liverpool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he'll start.
And it gets himself a goal in front of a packed bowling. He's sold out, so that'd do him a world of confidence.
yeah, it would.
No, so, but I say he looked. So he was up
But
for it
there's
anyway.
stuff-
He was up
there's
for it.
stuff-
He was
It's,
big,
it's,
strong,
a, it's a
getting in
disappointing.
there,
It's a disappointing loss. I mean, but that's only our first loss in what 13. Second loss in. You know what I mean? It's we're talking. This is West Ham. We've grown up losing. We've been lucky to win 1 in 13.
At the end of the day, we've lost at a ground where I don't think we're yet to win now.
Yeah, I mean,
Last 6 games we've lost 2 and drawn 4.
we're in February. We're still 6th in the table.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of positives to take still. Like we're not going to win every game. If we're going to win every game, we'd be up there with Leicester.
We all said it. Tuesday. We all said it Tuesday. You take a loss here,
Yeah.
and then turn Liverpool.
For me now, the way I see it is the FA Cup is priority
Yep.
over the league
100%.
because
Yeah,
we're
100%.
safe.
we ain't going. We no matter what happens there, we will comfortably. I'm going to jinx it, and I.
Now go on, let's
No,
go.
you won't,
We're
you
going
won't.
to
Let's go into the Liverpool game.
We're going
now.
to
Let's
comfortably
finish
finish in the
Southampton.
top 8 in my mind.
Wait.
In top 8.
Wait.
We're going to comfortably finish in the top 8.
He needs his own show, doesn't he? Scott Sayings.
We're comfortably finish in the top 8. So, like you said, the FA Cup is priority.
Yeah, and Tuesday we've got to go for it.
Of course
We've got to go for it. I hope it don't go extra time and penalties because we won't be getting out of here till like 1 in the morning. But listen, we're gonna field a strong team, and you get through Liverpool, Blackburn away.
It ain't an easy game.
No, of course it's not an
But
easy
they've
game.
made it easier by selling their best player.
But they're saying that, didn't they beat Middlesbrough today?
Yeah.
I see they was 1-0 up. I don't know what the final score.
Finished 1-0.
You know,
I've
so
seen the championship as well.
yeah, they're a good team.
It's not going to be easy.
Ewood Park, when it's packed and rocking, is a tough place to go. But listen, we're a Premiership team. We should be beating Championship teams.
Yeah.
And then you're in the quarterfinals, and then you know you're going to play a big team in the quarterfinals.
Especially this year, there's not been many
And then
upsets.
that quarterfinal,
Can't think of any really.
Nah.
all them players are going to have in their head. We win this, we're at Wembley.
Yeah, and that's it.
You know.
Yeah, and that's it. That's the thing. There's a lot.
I'd like to see someone like Obiang start on Tuesday. Give him a chance.
Yeah, sent an interesting tweet about would you bench Pint for Tuesday?
I wouldn't, because I think if we play him from the start, we can finish that game off. in the first 50 minutes, 50, 60 minutes.
Yep.
Get a nice 2 or 3-0 lead. I mean, listen, Liverpool are bringing a big following down. A massive following. I've had to move because of them bastards. I've had to go and sit in the Bobby Moore upper now.
Well, they're bringing a big following, not so much down. They're bringing a big following.
Yeah.
Probably most of them just
Local.
round the corner.
Local, but
I'm not going to say it, Greg. Don't worry, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. But no, they are. They're going to make a lot of noise. I mean,
of course they are.
for them, like they ain't seen a goal against West Ham this season, so they'll probably celebrate that more than the win.
I'll tell you something. I give them a lot of credit because they've took that whole stand, right? And Klopp's come out and said, "I'm not playing a strong side."
Yeah. No, listen.
they still took it. Yeah.
Any
on a
fans
Tuesday night,
any fans that
travelling,
travel
if they are,
up and down this country on a Tuesday night and fill out a stand, listen, get all my respect. Because we've done it. We've gone to games. We didn't fill out Anfield.
No.
You know, I don't know why we didn't, but we didn't sell out our allocation. But fair play to them. So yeah, they were. I don't know. It's going to be one of them games. You're either going to come up against kids that are willing to go for it and cause an upset,
They want to prove something to the
or
manager,
you're
don't
going to have
And then they've got no
a 2 or 3-0 hiding from us.
That's the thing with the youngsters. They've got no fear, and that's it. They've got, they're playing. If they have a good game, they might get a chance. You know, so they're going to be. And I think that proved it in that first game, in like the original fixture. Them youngsters, they could have caused an upset there.
Yeah.
In the Liverpool game, would you field a fully 100% first team against them?
I can see probably. Would you?
100%.
All right, well, let's start then. Would you start
everyone.
Adrian instead of Randolph, or would you stick with Randolph?
I'll probably stick with Randolph.
Same.
Because I thought he done well against them before.
Right, so Randolph in goal.
He was good.
Creswell left back.
Creswell left back.
Reed. Collins.
Ooh, and none of you would rest the centre backs.
No.
It's too important.
Okay.
And things
Right back.
Tompkins.
If Tompkins ain't fit, it's going to be O'Brien.
Right, O'Brien.
Yeah.
So then midfield, I'll drop Song for Obiang.
Yeah, I'll do that one.
Noble.
Noble.
No, keep Noble.
'Cause
So Obiang.
Noble missed the other one, so give Song a rest. I'll drop Moses.
I'll keep Payet.
You drop Moses.
Drop Moses.
Keep Antonio. Drop Moses
Drop
through.
Moses. Valencia. Push Valencia,
So Valencia
out wide.
out wide. Start Carroll up
Start
top.
Carroll.
Carroll up top.
If Carroll's fit enough to start, he should start against Liverpool.
Today, who impressed you more, Carroll or Emenike? Which one out of them two?
Do you know what? I would say I'd start Emenike up front again.
That's what I was
Emenike
thinking. I
probably
reckon Emenike.
I'd start him up front because Liverpool ain't like us. He ain't gonna have a clue what he's like.
No. But
You know what I mean? You don't know what's gonna happen.
We don't even know what's going to happen.
Carroll will terrorise Liverpool.
Yeah, but he's a big boy.
Yeah.
And like,
He looks like a security. He looks like he's just like a security guard at Mothercare or something. No, you know what I mean. Like he's a big old lump, and he could cause Liverpool some real, especially like what's his name, Colker.
Yeah, because he'll start Coulter a start and probably Lovren a start as well.
Yeah, he calls them all day long.
That's in my mind. If Carroll's fit, I'd start Carroll. Because the only thing that came close to stopping Carroll against him last time was Saka.
Do you
not think Carroll's still got that super sub?
I was just about to exactly say that. Do you think that Carroll might not be better off coming off the bench and maybe not fit enough to start yet?
No, that's what I'm saying. It depends how fit he is. How fit he is. Because if he isn't that fit, then bring him on with half.
But if both of them are 100% on Emenike and Carroll,
I'd start Carroll.
You would start Carroll.
Yeah, because you know what you're going to get.
Yeah, I don't know.
See, I think that's the beauty of
maybe the
Emenike.
unknown.
You don't know what you're going to get.
Exactly. He could be, like I said the other day, he could be like the greatest thing ever, or he could be
Late
like
bloomer.
a Savio.
Could be a Vardy. Not that extreme, but you know what I mean. Late bloomer.
Well, if he scores one against Liverpool,
Very late bloomer.
Very late.
38 bloomer.
It's going to be. It's a tough one, but in my mind, Carroll.
But we've got a
Carroll
strong.
against Liverpool.
What we just picked there at that starting lineup, that's a strong enough team.
Oh,
that's a strong enough team to start a Premiership game.
It is.
So to play Liverpool, but we've got under the lights. The place is sold out. It's going to be packed. It's going to be buzzing. Liverpool are going to make a lot of noise. We're going to make a lot of noise. It's going to be a night.
They got a brilliant
Remember
following.
what happened last time we played the Merseyside team in the FA Cup?
Yep.
And to be think, this could be the last ever FA Cup game at the
I
Bowling.
was just gonna say that.
Yeah,
just
we
gonna
knocked
say
out.
that.
That's the last game.
You know,
If I was Adrian, I'd be practicing my penalties.
Yeah.
You know?
but that is it. This could well be the last game.
Yeah.
Win, lose or draw.
yeah,
you know.
and
Yeah, we can't stress that enough, you know.
No.
I don't think that
the
this could be
players,
last FA Cup.
will be told. They know that anyway.
course
But
they
I'm
will.
sure Bilic and the coaching staff, especially
Yeah.
Julian Dix, they will. And you know, Gold goes in the dressing room before the game.
Yeah,
I'm sure
yeah.
he'll tell them as well. So yeah, I think I fancy a comfortable 2 or 3-0 win on Tuesday
I'm
night.
going against you. I think that's too comfortable.
No, I think it's going to be.
I'm going for a 1-0. I'm going for a 1-0 or a 2-1 win. I don't think it's going to be a 2-goal
Yeah, I
gap.
agree with Joe. I think it's going to be a tight game.
I'm going 2-1.
Pricks.
I'm going to go. But I'm going to go 2-1 and say that we dominate possession.
No, I don't. No, all right, I'll say 2-1. No, I'll fancy a 2-0,
Yeah.
maybe a 3-0 win. I
If
think.
him and Carroll's on
Yeah,
fire.
no, I do think that we're going to cause them a lot of problems on Tuesday.
Yeah.
You watch Tuesday if we win 3-0. Watch his face when we come back.
Get ready for the tweets.
Post-match point.
The thing is,
We're going to feed it.
first half against Villa, we didn't play very well.
No.
We didn't play very well today. You know, right, we dominated possession. We didn't play very well.
Yeah.
We very, very rarely under Bilic have 3 games where we don't
No.
play that well.
Yeah.
So you know,
And like we said, we said this the other night. There's not many games left at the Bowling now under the lights, so you got these nights are special
yeah,
now.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's going to be good atmosphere. It's going to be a good atmosphere, and
I think that's sort of like you say. The atmosphere's getting better because it's starting to at home now.
Yeah.
All the games are running out, of the
Yeah.
especially the ones
And
under the lights.
And it's
Yeah.
always sold out. Tuesday sold out, so no, it's going to be a good game. So yeah.
even though you've had to move.
Yeah, but it's only the other end of the ground, isn't it? I'm
Yeah.
still in the same sort of position.
Yeah.
I'm going to be looking at them bastards sitting in my seat.
That's my
Gaz.
seat.
must be nice.
If they start snapping seats, mate,
Yeah, don't start snapping
because
seats.
I got to buy them at the end of the season.
Exactly, take them home with me.
Yeah, someone's got a nick.
I ain't buying my one. I'm only buying my daughter's one because her seat's number 66. So sort of means a bit something special, doesn't it?
Yeah.
66.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know why, but
Can't think off the top of my head. What?
No idea.
right. So yeah, what else we got to talk about? Fans forum. We'll talk about that.
That was a good night.
Us two and Dan the cameraman. Us three.
three,
Sorry,
yeah.
sorry, Scott. I forgot you was there. Then I feel like one of the viewers.
Hang on, hold on a minute.
Scott turned up.
I was just leaning out.
Yeah. And Dan, we went to the fans forum. It was quite good, wasn't it?
No, it was good.
We got there, and as we was walking up the stairs, we was right in front, behind Gold and Sam Byron. We had a good chat with Sam Byron, didn't we? Well, I did. Usual left me.
That was a bit. We were behind you, you know.
You can't say you were starstruck. He's about 10 years old. I thought I was taking my kid to school. You got your lunch, yeah. You're all right. Anyone starts on you, you tell me. No, he was though. Wasn't he? I thanked him for joining the club and not choosing Everton over us.
Yeah.
And he was quite pleased with it, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was happy. He seems happy to be here.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely.
which is good.
But they split the forum into 2 halves, didn't they? They had Julian, Ginger, and Sam Byram, and I think bless Sam Byram. He was a bit
Nervous,
a bit
I think.
overwhelming, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Every time,
He
like
done well though.
yeah, he did.
well,
I mean,
yeah,
most
he
of
did
the
do
questions were aimed at Ginge, weren't they?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I love the passion from Ginger Pele.
Yeah.
He loves the club. Loves the
Steve
club.
Sam was thrown in at last minute, wasn't it? 'Cause it was meant to be Antonio.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I
So
thought
he
he done well.
No, he did. He come across really well, and to be in front of that many people,
Yeah. When you've had been at the club a couple of weeks.
yeah. And
He seems like a nice kid as well.
yeah, Julian spoke well, didn't he,
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
his time, but Ginge was the main bit of that.
Mate, yeah,
and
everyone was sort
he
of
was very
thinking-
I loved his story on the Bournemouth game when he said that he had the 10 grand bet with the
the geezer in the wall, wasn't it?
the geezer in the wall was going, he ain't gonna. He went, listen, if he wants to put this in the top corner, he'll do it. He went, I'll have 10 grand with you. And then you see he put it in the top corner, and Ginge was just like turned around and went.
Yeah.
No, it was. No, it was good, and like you say, it come across. He loves the club, doesn't he?
Yeah, massively.
You can see that on the pitch as well.
Yeah.
He puts his head where people won't put their feet.
And he's quite a funny bloke as well, isn't he?
Yeah, he was good. He was good
very
laugh.
diplomatic when someone asked about the Wales-England game at the Euros as well.
Yeah, he couldn't really say much. He's sitting in a room full of like 300 English blokes.
Oh, well, you know.
That's how I felt when I
when he was
interviewed
up
John
responding.
Hartson. I had all them Welsh people standing behind me. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ, what have I said? I've got Big John standing next to me, about 30 Welshmen looking at me like, oh, sorry. But yeah, I mean, second half, David Gold.
Yeah.
What did you make of that?
I think it's good. I like David Gold.
Yeah,
You know, he for
loves
me,
the club. You can tell
he
he
come
loves the
across, and you could see he's a fan.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I do. One question I didn't really believe his answer on was would he sell the club? I think he would.
I think he would.
I personally think he would, Scott, because like you said, he's pumped all his money in to this club, and if someone come in and offered a lot of money, I think he would take it. Maybe he'd want to stay on in some sort of...
Do you think it would be best for him to take that offer?
It's not whether it's best for him, it's best for us, the club.
The deal.
One story I did like that he
But
said.
like, you know, he's meant to be like a fan, isn't he?
Yeah, I
If he was
know.
to put it in someone else's hands.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. If I
I don't think I could.
if I was that rich and I owned the club, I wouldn't sell the club
Nah.
because
Yeah,
it's
but then
my
you've
club.
got to put yourself in that position, in you. Like
I mean,
if you're
depends what
offered,
money, yeah,
if you're
I
offered 500 million, you got to
And you've
think.
only pumped in what?
But the thing is, it's alright. I'll put it this way: how rich can you be?
I know what
Yeah,
I know what you're saying, Scott.
If
'cause
you're
true.
rich,
I know how
and
you
you're
hide
living-
your money
you're
under your
living-
mattress.
Yeah,
So.
if you're living the life up here, yeah, right, an extra 500 million quid ain't gonna push you any higher.
I know
If you're
that.
living the life as much as you can.
But if that was my dad and he turned it down, he'd be in an early grave.
That's it. You know, someone coming into us and saying, you know, there's 10 million quid.
Listen,
Yeah.
I'm not going to knock David Gold for his passion. He's a fan and he's grown up. He's played for our youth team. He lived across the road. I'm not knocking that, but there was one story that he said, which was the big fish, little fish story.
Yeah.
Which I thought was good. It's like, oh, you didn't see it, but what he was basically talking about is that big fish eat little fish.
Yeah.
So to not get eaten, you've got to become a big fish.
Yeah.
And he said, like, when you look at it, when you look above us now, there's only what
4 or 5 big fish.
there's about six bigger fish than us.
Yeah.
And when you look below us, there's thousands of little fish.
Yeah.
So you go even going down to the conference, and it's true. Where we are now, we're like the 6th biggest club in England,
Yeah.
didn't we?
Yeah.
And like we are there to grow now and become a big fish. And like, listen, I understand, and I always passion that he wants us to become a big club, and I believe we're a big club anyway.
Yeah.
And no matter what
Fan
anyone
base.
says in
Fan base.
anyone's eyes,
Yeah.
and when there was questions on the Olympic Stadium, I'm not worried now about selling out with passionate fans, because obviously all the people over there have renewed, and plus they've taken people. So you're looking at going to be
You're gonna
54,000
grow.
loyal fans.
And I'm going Sunday.
What I'm worried about is that in 2 or 3 years' time, them fans start getting priced out and replaced with a corporate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This is.
But one thing you'd always have over there, out of 54,000, you would have a guaranteed 35 to 40,000 loyal fans.
Yeah.
You know, we would get 35,000 or whatever, 34,000, whatever, into the bowling to play Rotherham in the Championship.
We've outgrown the bowling ground. There's no doubt about that.
That is
There's
it.
no doubt.
It's now.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Good assessment there. I like that. We have outgrown our ground.
the bowling's been our level.
Yeah.
Right? The bowling's probably been better than our level the way we've performed in recent years, but that was our level.
Yeah.
Now to step up, like you said, with that big fish, little fish, to step up to become a big fish,
Yeah.
you need that. You need that bigger fish tank. You know what I mean? You need that next stadium, and
Graham's going
that's the
dancing.
level.
Stop talking.
You know, that's
Look,
that is the next level.
Let's go back to 6 years ago when they took over the club, right? Where we was to where we are now. We're in the top. We was in debt up to our eyeballs.
Yeah.
With the Tevez affair and everything, we're now in the top 20 in the world of the richest clubs.
Yep.
Next season when we move, that will put us into the near enough the top 10.
Yeah.
And we're going above clubs like AC Milan,
Yeah.
Juventus,
We go.
Borussia Dortmund.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Look at the gates they pull in.
Yeah, look at the gates Dortmund pulling.
Yeah, and
You know?
this is West Ham mixing with them, you know. Yeah. And you're going to get players that play at that stadium and think, I want a bit of this.
Well, you look at what Sam Byram said. He said moving into that stadium is one of the things that attracted him to the club. As much as he had a fondness for the club and all that, and he thought it was the right move, it's the future of the club.
I think that maggot has been put out there for a lot of signings we've done.
Well,
I think it should be, and I think it's deservedly.
Lanzini, Pint, Czech Kyoto, even going back 2 years ago when we were signing players, they would have seen the vision,
weren't it? Yeah,
because they knew we was going to move in there. They obviously kept Brady and Gold and Sullivan, sat them down, showed them the videos, the plans. Who wouldn't want to be part of that?
That's right.
Exactly.
You got a new chapter, and it's new for everyone because we don't know what we're getting into next season.
No, that's it. We ain't got a clue.
We don't know what it's going to be. Totally different for us.
You know, I've gone from being on the fence with the stadium moves. I see the positive, but I like the Boleyn. To thinking now that first league game of the season, walking down to that new stadium. You know, just think about it like, you know, walking up.
Yeah, I know.
And we're going to the first game in our new home.
The thing is, I mean, I'm still now, as much as I'm taking to the move. If that deal fell through and we stayed at the Boleyn, I'll be more than happy. I'll be more than happy. But the more and more I'm seeing the stadium, even the other day when they put the picture up with the seats with West Ham written on it. Now, especially when you go to that reservation centre, they sell you that, don't they? And they do a good job there.
Of course they do.
They do a good job there, and it makes you. I am buzzing for it. Yeah. And I mean, you're talking about the first league game now. Rumours are that we could be playing Barcelona there.
Yeah.
And I mean,
how exciting is that?
What an exciting time to go to that stadium and see the best player in the world play his first game now, Dimitri Payet.
Yeah, totally agree with you. It would be amazing, wouldn't it? But no, that's it.
No, but listen,
it's true.
There's no Euros. So if we do play Barcelona, it hasn't been confirmed yet, but if they do play there, you're talking like Messi, Neymar, Suarez,
Iniesta,
Mascherano, you know what I mean?
Is he out of Nick yet?
Who?
Yeah, is he out yet?
I still think he's in. Ain't he still in Ada Mulling's back pocket? No, but yeah, you're talking like, even if we go there and we lose 3 or 4-0, you're playing Barcelona, and that will give them players like, unless we lose like 7-0 like Valencia did the other night, that might ruin their fucking careers.
But then, does that not awkward to play a side like Barcelona? Does that not then take the gloss off it of when we do qualify for the Champions League and we get sides?
Yeah, but it's not going to be a competitive game. You'll see Messi and that for the first day. It's an opening game, innit? It's going to fill the stadium.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, who would you rather play, Barcelona or fucking Burnley?
Oh, no, I'd love to play Barcelona. You know.
I'd love to play Burnley.
Yeah, but, you know, it's you know, for me, I'm more looking forward to that first league game.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course. League games are totally different, aren't they?
And then the first FA Cup game as well.
Yeah. We could be Europa League yet.
Yeah.
In loads of games, we could be qualifying again.
We ain't going in through the fair play, are we?
Yeah.
Can you imagine that though, if we were going through the fair play, and the stadium ain't ready in July? We're having to play back at the Boleyn.
Boleyn's been knocked down. We've got no Olympic Stadium.
We're having a memorial
We'll be going like that. Leighton Orient. Is that if we use your ground?
Of all teams.
Play over here.
We play over here.
Yeah,
decent pitch.
Ain't that great. But yeah, it's going to be good. And as I said, seeing Gold's vision, like you said, if it weren't for him, Sullivan and Brady, I fear for where we would be.
Yeah, we'd have been a Portsmouth or a Leeds, or
we could have been.
Listen, Leeds are a massive club, and they still are big, but they got relegated and haven't been back. No. We've been relegated.
Got Wimbledon
twice
as well.
And come back. Yeah, Wimbledon. Yeah. Well, they're MK Dons now.
Dons, yeah.
But that's how you've got to look at. You've even got to look at teams like Oldham. You know, it got relegated and now they're playing in League 2.
Swindon.
You look at that Championship now. I think near enough every team has played in the Premiership.
Almost every team. Yeah.
And a fair few of League 1 as well played in Premier League.
Oh, what poor old Sheffield United.
Oh, them.
I bet they're loving it down there, aren't they, with their 23 million quid that they got off of us.
One more thing before we go. How excited was you when Di Canio was announced to play in Noble's testimonial?
Very, very.
What a day that's going to be!
Yeah, I can't wait.
I look at some of the players. I mean, you got Craig Bellamy coming back. David James, Julian Dixie's going to play. Oh, it's just loads, isn't it? You've got Morrison
I'm sorry,
coming
mate,
back.
Julian Dix enough for me to pay double my
Parker.
ticket to see Julian.
Trevor Sinclair.
Sinclair, Scotty Parker.
I was sold.
Oh, do you know what I'd love? I know it's not going to happen, but I'd love to see DeCano and Payet together play together.
Oh, mate.
Yeah, the similarities.
They're
isn't it?
even talking. I mean, there's 80. He's been asked, but he's 80% the chance that he might play is Tevez.
I'd love to see
He's
him.
talking like Tevez. Jesus Christ!
Can you imagine?
All for a score. What more do you want? You can get the craze on DVD as well.
Can you imagine that though? DeCano, Tevez.
To me, there's no better sending off for that bowl-in.
That would have been. That would have been perfect for the lot.
And the thing is as well, you got to show a lot of respect to Noble that these players are coming back for him.
Of course.
You know, it's going to be good to see Craig Bellamy back as well. When I see him announced, I thought, oh, do you know what? I'm glad to see him back.
I've got a question. Who is doing all the contacting with regards to who's playing? Is it Mark himself or is it?
Yeah, I suppose Noble's picked a list of
who
he's played with and who he'd want back.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I think the invite for Barmorte might have got lost.
What about Savio?
Yeah, no. But no, it's going to be good to see a few ex-players back. You know, it's the last 10, 15 years we've seen these players grace our pitch. And DeCanio for me, when I see that announced, I mean, I already got my tickets before that was announced, but I mean, I'm there for Noble more than anything. The boy deserves everything he's going to get today.
I know,
unless he gets a broken fucking leg. He does deserve that.
I've not been his biggest fan, but he does deserve it. You know, he deserves his testimonial.
That hurt you, didn't it, Scott? That hurt you.
But the thing is, the thing for me as well, how many times do you see players getting testimonials nowadays?
You usually don't see players get testimonials while they're still playing.
Yeah.
But because it's the last year at the Bowl-in, it's a fitting tribute to him. You know, he's going to go.
He's had the perfect send off, and he's going to.
I mean,
and I hope we'll get a good few years out of him yet.
Yeah, of course, he's got another 3 or 4 years in him. Whatever. I don't ever think I'll see him in another team shirt.
Hopefully.
I don't think I ever will.
I wouldn't want to see him in another shirt.
I don't. No, I think he's going to retire at West Ham, and he's going to be a hero at West Ham.
Yeah.
So
rightly so.
Definitely.
One of us out there on the pitch.
He was another one David Gold brought up in the forum. You know, with Noble and Tompkins. You know,
that's all Gold talked about was Noble and Tompkins. How much he loved them.
Yeah.
And at one point I got a bit worried.
But that's it. It was how important it was to bring them with us.
We've always brought players up, and we've always brought players through the academy.
Always known for.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I hope it carries on. I hope it doesn't. As much as I want to see the world's best at playing for us at that stadium, I still want to see the people like Reece Oxford, Reece Burke, Josh Cullen. I still want to see them.
I know you want to see them, but when you start getting into Champions League football and cup territory, and cup finals, you have got to sort of say, look, now we need to sign the best.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. As much as I want to see that, I want to see the youth be brought through.
Yeah, but
you look at Man United, right? Man United had world-class players, and then they brought their youth.
But Man United were the last ever team you'll see bring through a crop of youngsters and win titles. I mean, we brought through youngsters, but we never won anything. Man United dominated English football for a decade.
Everyone else to win everything.
You know what I mean? Yeah, but that's because at that time we were a selling club.
You've got to look at up until about 2 or 3 seasons ago, every major trophy won by an English side had someone from West Ham youth system in it.
Yeah.
You know, and that says a lot for our youth system. And why can that youth system
says a lot for our chairman at the time?
Well, yeah, it does. But you look at Ferdinand, you look at Lampard, you look at Cole, you look at
Carrick.
You even go back to Paul Ince.
Don't say that man's name on this show, please. Graham, escort him out.
He's not
going on the social.
Get round.
Do you know what I mean? They're our youth project.
Yeah, I know.
Even Tony Adams, John Terry. They're from our youth team. They're from our academies. You know, and now we want them players from our academies to step up and win titles, win things right.
To be honest, mate, I think you're talking them players coming through 15, 20 years ago when it was just mostly English. With all the foreign imports now,
it is a lot harder.
And youth academies are bringing in foreign. Listen, I've got nothing against foreign players coming over. I think they make the game 10 times better, in my opinion. But a lot of English kids don't get the chances.
Oh, of course they don't.
Because a lot of people now want technical players than a tough tackling midfielder.
Yeah,
and that's the shame about.
I mean, that's why
English
League
football.
One's so tough now.
That's why.
Players who've been at Premier League club
but also
academies
with that, you get that. But
the thing that worries me with that as well is that in 5 or 6 World Cups time, England might field a team of not English players but not born in this country. If you know what I mean?
Yeah, a bit like Germany.
Yeah,
and Brazil.
We could have like a lot of you know what I mean. Like we could have a team of Owen Hargreaves.
Yeah.
I fucking hope not, but
no, but that's it. You look,
no, you know what I mean. It's sad.
You look at Germany. Germany had a Ghanaian, a Brazilian, 2 Polish players, in their national side.
Yeah.
England doesn't have that. But do you not think with the England side of it, it's because they don't that thing will happen because they won't pick players outside of the top flight of football.
Most probably, yeah.
I know.
Well, Hodgson don't pick them outside top 6.
Yeah, exactly.
Even if they're on the bench for most of the time.
But let's say you got to look at for a fact that leading up to this Euros, players like Daniel Sturridge won't have to kick a ball until the last game of the season. Danny Welbeck won't kick a ball till the last game of the season. But they'll be straight in England squad. Because they've got their right. We're going to pick from this crop of players, and that's it. If Jamie Vardy was banging in 30 goals in the Championship, he wouldn't even be picked, and that's not right. All right, you can turn around and say the Premier League's better than the Championship, but if he's banging in 30 goals down there,
to be fair, though, Scott, he's doing it in the Premier League.
He's doing it, but that's what I'm saying. Why not take a punt on someone in the Championship?
I think Vardy going to the Euros will be our big. I think he could be a surprise at the Euros because he'd go there with no fear.
Yeah.
Listen,
do you want to be totally honest? He'll sit on the bench.
But if he comes on,
he'll stay on the bench because no matter what happens, we'll pick Rooney.
Well, we won't pick Rooney.
No. I should have picked Rooney.
Yeah, we'll pick Rooney.
Sturridge will come back and he'll pick Sturridge in front of him.
Yeah, he will.
Vardy is only in that
he'll pick Welbeck
team.
Before he picks Vardy.
Yeah, Vardy's only in that team because Hodgson's got to pick him.
Yeah.
Hodgson
he's making it. It's horrible. It's horrible, but I agree.
We're saved this for the England.
Yeah.
England show. We're going to do a big England channel. So calm down, Scott.
All right. Sorry, mate.
Right. Let's talk to Jay. Hammer and talk. Jay.
Hello.
How you getting on with your channel, mate?
I'm doing good. I'm growing. I'm growing pretty quick. I'm doing recently with some collabs.
Love your channel, man. I've got to say, love your channel.
Thank you.
Love watching. The other night when you done your preview on the Villa game.
Yeah.
Mate, I got the tears.
My review.
Your review, sorry.
Yeah, my review. Yeah.
When you done your review. Oh, mate, I got emotional. You mentioned me. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, well, you've helped me out a lot, and I appreciate it.
No.
And, you could have asked a lot of people instead of me to come to the stadium.
Well, we did, to be fair.
He's walked into that one.
He planned it.
The cleaner couldn't make it. No, honestly, Jay, it was a pleasure to have you there the other night, mate. We had a laugh, didn't we?
We did. I loved it, every minute of it.
I've never been escorted round the side of the bowling pub before. When
yeah, we
Jay's
made it
there,
happen.
We made it happen. I went, how are we going to get round the other side of the bar? He went, don't worry. Then we had with a bouncer, and we got a bouncer to escort us right round the other side with our beers. And we got in and we sneaked through the back door. But no, it was a good night.
It was.
But yeah.
I really enjoyed myself. We spoke a lot, didn't we, in the crowd and that. We really enjoyed it. You done your cams.
Match day experience, which went down well.
Yeah, that was brilliant. I done my interview afterwards.
Yeah, on the fan cam.
Scott was recording me. Thank you, Scott. I appreciate that a lot. Graham was helping me with the hot dogs.
Yeah,
Graham was helping me out as well.
Another pair of hands.
He was there, so I appreciate everyone that helped me out.
To be fair, mate, you were wanted by the fans of our channel to come on the post-match.
Yeah, everyone wanted you.
Everyone was asking to get you.
They wanted you on, so.
I find disappointed. Because I know I've just followed up Stacey Little, and that's really hard.
I think Nicky's going to be the one who's worried. Should we run a poll on that?
No. Don't run a poll.
Look at Dan. Look.
We love you, Nick.
Yeah, we do love you, Nick. You are
we
mate.
Enjoy your holiday, mate.
We're only winding.
We do.
It's the first time I've mentioned him in an hour. Sacked in the morning.
We're getting sacked in them all.
But no, yeah, like we'll leave it there. Jay, thank you so much for joining us,
You're
mate.
welcome. You're welcome.
Cheers.
You're always welcome on our show.
Thank you. Dan, thank you as well.
Yeah, Dan.
Thank you very much.
Stanley,
Gray, thank you so much, mate, for turning up today, Scott.
that's all right.
Yeah.
And I was only a little bit late today.
No,
as well.
you've done well today.
You done alright?
Yeah.
I just, like, it's tough to host this show, and I'd like to thank you boys, Dan as well, like helping me out. I've got another two to do, so I'll save the speech for Norwich. But yeah, no, we'll leave it there. Yeah, we'll be back on Tuesday night for the Liverpool FA Cup game. Subscribe to our channel. Don't forget.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Follow us on Facebook. Facebook.com/West Ham Fan TV. We've got a website.
www.westhamfan.tv.
I think we're on Twitter as well,
At West Ham Fan TV.
and we're on Instagram.
West Ham Fan TV.
Yeah. And don't forget also subscribe to Jay's channel.
Yes.
Hammer and Talk.
Hammer and Talk.
You
Just
on-
type it in the search bar. It should
Hammer and
come up.
Talk.
At Hammer and Talk.
Facebook.
Yeah, /Hammer and Talk.
Instagram.
No. Not yet.
You're missing
I'm just
a trick,
one
yeah?
man, not me.
Oh, we've got it, but I don't think we've ever used it. I think we've got two photos up, haven't we?
Yeah, I think we have used it a couple of times. Don't use it a lot.
But anyway, yeah, comment below.
Yeah, comment your
Comment
stuff
below.
down there. I'll come in there as well and I'll reply if you mention me at all. You never know.
No, you will. I'm sure there's going to be a lot
There's young
of
loads.
people talking about you. But Jay, thank you so much.
You're
We'll
welcome.
leave it there. Come on, you
Come on,
Irons.
you irons.